and how cute they have the little toe brackets spacing apart I just love it. Plus I have a really weird, fun story to tell you about one of my girlfriends, and that's it. I'll just leave it there. I have been wondering where all the tall boots are this year. Like every year has a trend, and I get it. And look at Blair and Jackie, fierce with the quilted jacket. Oh, look at Blair and I twinning. Well, I'll just tell you the little plaid number we're wearing is coming up as a one-time only. The boots are also a kind of one-time only, meaning this is the one time, this TSV, that you're gonna see QVC doing a tall boot this year. As a big midnight moment. And from the midnight kickoff to right now, and you've only got a couple hours left in this day, and then the price goes up. So it's not living on QVC.com after this TSV. It's expiring in a matter of hours. For the moment, they ship for free. They have easy pay, one of our highest, and they come in either medium calf or wide calf, but they are an all leather story in terms of a little riding boot that's not so little, but is very cute, custom brand new hardware. Everything, in fact, here is new. We're gonna take you through the choices. I'm in the color that we call black cognac, because you get black in the shaft, cognac up here in the Krakow. Every choice, regardless of what choice, has a Krakow cuff, full extended zip on the inside, belting, but actually just for show. And then again, all leather should be $182. Until the end of the day, and what we've got left, you're looking at $139. You do have to choose whether you want that medium calf or the wide calf, and you have to choose a color, and this is beautifully done. So on the bottom row, suedes. They're so good, but they're so limited. So here is burgundy suede, silver tone hardware, navy suede, silver tone hardware, taupe suede, silver tone hardware. Now, I am already being told there is no medium calf in the navy choice and very limited in the wide. So clearly navy altogether is like gone. Then up top, the smooth leathers have gold tone hardware. We start down here with full cognac. I'll just show you the heel too, because it's got a cute little flared heel that's a little bit taller than a typical riding boot, 1.5 inches. Next to that, my favorite, two-tone. I just think there's something so rich about it. So it's cognac with black. And then JT was wearing earlier black on black. Don't forget, they all have that Krakow and Boss cuff. And they're less than $1 to get home on Easy Pay. And they've got that obviously cute, horsey, equestrian hunt club look, but they're also with a slightly flared, slightly taller heel, and that hardware jazzed up beyond just like a hunt club riding boot. And the value on your screen, can't say enough about the shipping and handling, but also under $140 for a designer leather tall boot is crazy. And Kara Khan, as we introduce her, because she's the brand ambassador for this exceptional brand of really high trend, high quality footwear called Marc Fisher, who before he had his own line, he was designing shoes for all the big brand names that we could name, but we won't. But sidebar, I just want you guys to know that that is not a shelf of books behind Kara. That is her wallpaper in her bedroom.
Thank you for just clearing that up.
I'm just clearing it up because I love it.
This is, in fact, wallpaper. Thank you.
Bedroom goals.
It is one wall in my bedroom. Thank you, Sean.
No problem.
Thank you for having me, and these boots are fantastic. Just like this wallpaper, they are classic. Classic.
Tell everybody, because it's been such a day. Sean, I don't know if you want to give me an update on how many have been spoken for, but I know we started the day with about 22,000 pairs, which already is not many. If you want the medium calf, 3,000 remain. If you want the wide calf, 3,600 remain. We are supposed to have you for another presentation an hour from now for people that stay up late.
Yes.
I don't even know how that's going to be possible, but please tell me about this boot.
We shall see. I would love to. So this is a beautiful, classic, classy, timeless, ageless riding boot. But Sean, you did an awesome job pointing out a few of those sort of extra special features that make it very current, very special, very now. One being that heel. Not only is it 1.5 inches, when you are absolutely right, a traditional riding boot's generally going to be more like 1/2 inch or 1 inch. So this gives you a little bit more lift, literally and figuratively. It's a beautiful angled heel, but that top collar, that collar that we're seeing there on Miss Jackie in that cognac leather, that embossed, that embossed collar at the top is really special. It's just a little bit unexpected, adds further dimension. You just don't see a ton of this out there in the market. And the other thing you're not seeing a ton of this year is tall boots at all, to your point.
No, I said
So
it. Yep.
yeah, you're absolutely right. You said it. And we're just not seeing a ton of them. But what is happening now is that, I don't know about you, but I'm finding at the beginning of this whole debacle in our world, I was constantly in sweats. I was constantly in yoga pants. I mean, I was sort of just really like a schlepper. And I finally decided pretty recently, it was going on a little too long, like, it's time to get dressed. Like, let's put on, even if it's just leggings and an oversized sweater and these boots, I'm still comfortable. I can still sleep in the leggings. Like, no one has to know that I'm walking the kids to and from school when they go, in what I slept in last night. But once you throw on the boots, the whole thing comes together. I stand up a little straighter. After I get back from walking them to school, I might take the dog for a walk. I might be a little more productive that day, not to give the boots too much credit, but they do change my mood. They do make me feel better. They elevate me.
I'm just going to flash the back of it so you can speak to a construction
Sure.
detail that I
You
think
got
is
it.
great. But I also think the fact that we even have any wide calf left is amazing, because that tends to be with a taller chef boot, a big point of contention for women that have a more athletic calf or a wider calf, and they struggle to fit into the shaft of a boot and it's too tight, and then they can't get in on a game because they just don't like how it feels. I do want to just call out though, because we haven't seen tall boots this year hardly at all. And I feel like for a couple of years now, we've seen the taper off. Like, ankle boots have been getting all of the attention. I mean, it used to be Isaac would launch like 3 or 4 different styles of tall boot in a single fall season. It's all gone. I mean, you hear crickets in this category.
There's not a ton of them. You're right.
So
There's not a ton of them.
Today I find so thrilling, because I have not updated my tall boot wardrobe in years. So this is like a fresh moment. Now, I'm going to turn one of these around. Granted, the suedes are almost gone, but it's easier to see in the suede. So tell everybody what they're seeing.
You got it. So whether you choose that medium or that wide calf, you are going to have in the back of this boot this tried and tested Marc Fisher double goring system that, as you can see, Sean is demonstrating beautifully. It has a lot of give, and then also awesome recovery. So it doesn't stretch out. It just sort of stretches with you, moves with you. Full inside zip, the sateen lining on the inside, which feels great against bare skin if you do choose to wear it as such. So it's it's oddly a lightweight boot for such substantial leather and suede. And there on Miss Blair, I mean, you just look divine. And she could be comfortable. Like, that could be, like I said, you can be in your leggings and in your comfortable clothes, and you put on these boots that are so polished looking, and it really does change the entire outfit.
600 pairs ordered in the show. The price goes up at the end of today. If you need free exchanges for sizes because you're gifting, great. If it's for you or someone you love, but you decide once you get them, wear them for the holidays, that they're not your cup of tea, up until the last day of January 2021, you can return anything right now that we sell on QVC. And I do want to call out too that, that leather is beautiful, but the comfort here, you mentioned, being so casual now with what's going on in the world. And I do love a great high heel. You know it. I know it. But I find now I'm leaning in to flat boots, which I consider this fairly to be. Because you can still get a really high fashion look, but you're comfortable. Like, I find myself just not wanting to try as hard anymore with a big heel. So and that's fine. It's great.
That's where we are, and that's exactly right. This is a beautiful, comfortable boot. There's a padded insole. There's a rubberized outsole. You're actually on a leather stacked heel. That's a great shot of that boot there. The buckle detail is gorgeous. As Sean mentioned, it's going to be gold tone hardware on any of the smooth leather options, and then that silver tone hardware on any of the suede options. And I would just say, Sean, if you're someone who's never really thought much about your calf size, you just stick with that medium calf.
Yeah.
But if you are someone who has a fuller calf or has been frustrated that you can't find tall shaft boots to fit you, this is a great opportunity to do that. And whether you choose a medium or wide footbed, medium or wide calf width, and you can mix and match. So whether it's, for you, which is great, treat yourself, or, as a gift, this is a great way to really get like a customized boot that Mark Fisher and the team, we designed for QVC for you guys, and you can customize it to fit you.
They're dynamite. By the way, we're
Yeah.
now last call taupe medium. So the bottom row are suede, burgundy suede with silvertone hardware, limited in both medium and wide. Navy suede silvertone hardware, extremely limited in medium, and also not a ton left in wide either. And then taupe, you just heard me say last call in the mediums. And we have a few wides left there. And then up top are all the smooth leathers. Now, everyone, regardless of the choice you make, has this cuff of Croco at the top. It's about 3 inches, and then the rest is that beautiful smooth leather. All the top smooth leathers are done in gold tone hardware with the gold tone zippers. This is black on black. I love, like, that to me is just money right there. The two-tone,
That's right. It really is, isn't
black
it?
and brown,
Yeah.
cognac and black. And then if you want all brown, or rather all cognac, you can do that as well. And can I just call out one other thing too? I
Please.
cannot stand, it's just me, it's just a weird thing, which is
Sure.
not,
Let's hear it.
not uncommon for me to have a weird thing. But if you have a tall boot with a zipper, I hate when there's so much gap in the shaft that
It
like
happens.
that this bows out so much, and I can fit
happens.
2 hands in the back of the boot. So this
That's
is
right.
not a snug fit, but like it's just a really flattering fit. I mean, it does almost look like you were custom fitted for like a riding boot at like a tack
Yes,
shop. It's
that's
really
exactly right. And can you imagine how much that would cost if you truly did have a custom leather boot made for you? I mean, really, and how long it would take. So this is like a true luxury that we're able to do this with QVC. We don't, do this other places. So it's pretty special, I have to say. Look at Blair. She looks gorgeous. Looks gorgeous.
it's
So
perfect. A
polished.
legging and that,
It
and
really
you're done.
is. And it's easy. That's easy.
Update, less than
Yes,
2,900
please.
pairs of medium width. And that does beg the question, guys, because the Easy Pay is on your screen. It's less than $1 to get these home. It also is really cute with a bare leg and a skirt. Sidebar, you are saving over $40 until the end of the day when the price goes right up to that $182. Hey, can you just clarify? So wide
Yes.
calf, would it stand to reason then that the footbed is wide as well? Or is it a medium
Not
footbed?
necessarily.
Right, okay, so explain.
Not necessarily. It's truly custom. So choose your calf size first. Let's start there. Are you a wide or a medium calf? And like I said, if you've never really given much thought to your calf size, go with that medium. If you have a wider calf, you may probably already know that at this point, go with that wide calf. Then you just choose your regular size. Once you've chosen your calf, your shoe size. So are you a 9, shoe size 9? Or do you wear an 8 wide or what have you? And you can mix and match. And then choosing your color might be the hardest part. And I know it's getting probably a little picked over. So you might have to, might have a little slim pickings there, but that is the way to do it. That's the whole customization story. 4 options for you or for the gift recipient. And the intention of these, Sean, is not those like special occasion shoes, although of course these are great if you're doing any family photos or for our, safer outdoor dining or for holidays. It's all great for those special things. It is. These are great for those special things, but these are really intended to be your everyday, your go-to, your workhorse. Wear them, feel great in them. They're very comfortable, they're beautiful, they're polished, and you don't have to do much else with your outfit in order to feel and look fantastic.
That heel, that bigger heel, that like it's a 1.5 incher,
Yep.
but it also does this gentle flare. I tell you what, that's part of why these look so good on.
That's exactly right. The silhouette.
Because you know
is
what? You know
killer.
what? As I'm staring at them and being like, wow, these are
Please.
really good looking. They're giving me vintage vibes, like 60s vintage a little bit. Like if they were completely a flat heel and a traditional heel, they would look like a giddy up riding boot. But with that flare heel and a little bit more of a heel, they're giving me London 1960s or
liking it.
70s. Oh, I do love them. And
I'm liking it. Yes. I think that's awesome.
so what, I'm sorry, Sean, what was the update? 1,000 ordered here in the show tonight. And the shaft, by the way, is 15 inches. So it's hitting you, Kara, at that really comfortable spot. So it's not,
It is.
not near the
You're
knee.
right. That's right. And it's been notched in the back and you can see that gorgeous, curved top line. It's just sort of a feminine detail. So these are all things that, Mark and the team, we think about. as we design this beauty, if you will.